We've got another game against Labyrinth. So I remember this day. I was just like, why is there so many Labyrinth people? I played like 3 in a row, which is really, really annoying. But so what's nice is open combo as usual. He has Ash, but it doesn't matter because I have combo and they left us. So it basically means that I can't protect from him, but I've already played through one hand trap, which is great. I'm going to go for a Turbulent set 4, and then because I've got a Reinforcing Grave and I'm feeling pretty confident in game 1, recently I've just been taking the absolute piss in game 1s and going the greediest things ever. I'm going to go for a greedy set 4, set the alert and use Reinforce to reset the emergency. And so now it's like maximal value. I have follow up, I have everything for next turn. So Labyrinth is like, oh, okay, we're against Labyrinth. I misplay first by trying to contain his Ariana when I know what he has set. It just doesn't make sense. I definitely should have waited to try to extinguish or whatever. But I bring out Fire Engine just so I can accrue some advantage from that. And then I also want to pop his field spell as soon as possible. So this is a mistake I think he makes and a lot of people make. He didn't pop my Turbulence when he removed a card of mine, which meant that my Turbulence got to pop a card for free, which is always going to be a field spell. Now he starts going into link plays here, but this is where like having a card like Econ is so good and why I held Econ in hand, because what's going to happen is he's going to climb up into his link 4 Unchained monster, but I just get to like threaten it straight away with Econ next turn. Now again, I misplay. I've done it. I do this misplay like 4 times against Labyrinth where I don't wait for them to use the trap. I try and interrupt their card first, which is a misplay because if you let them use the trap first and then deny the trap, they don't get any of their recursion back, but ends up not mattering too much. I do have field spell as well, which is absolutely insane in this matchup. It just gives me too much grind. So I have field spell, and then I also have my Sky Striker engage in the form of the wanted spell, which is also very unfair. So I'm going to get a draw and hydrant back to my field. I'm going to normal summon hydrant. Here's why I misplay, and I enemy control of the Abomination, which is a mistake because yeah, now he gets some cards for free that he shouldn't have otherwise. If I didn't do that and I waited, there's a chance like I could have just killed him this turn straight away, but whatever. We go into Sunlight Wolf. Sunlight Wolf is pretty much the best link to make against Labyrinth outside of SP Little Knight. When you're trying to actually remove something, Sunlight Wolf just has the ability to give you so many cards for free every turn. You can trigger it, which is really, really nice. And then if you have Ash, you can keep adding Ash back, which is also very problematic. So as you can see here, stack some cards on board, stack some monsters on board. Yes, he gets a set a card. I don't care. It does not matter to me at all. Like the card that he sets is not doing anything here. So I'm going to rescue my card, go into SP Little Knight. SP Little Knight is going to allow me to banish his back row. That might have been illegal SP Little Knight, I can't remember. Then I make Typhon. So here's the thing where Typhon is actually really, really good in this matchup because the Labyrinth chick, the best Labyrinth chick, she's got 3000 attack, so they can't summon her out of hand. They can't activate her on field, which is huge. Like it turns off a huge amount of their energy. And it also means that the link 3 and 4, sorry, the link 4 Unchained is also a lot weaker. So Typhon is just doing bits here. Yes, it denies my Turbulence, but who cares? Like, that's one effect it's denying. It denies Turbulence and Engine, but that's one effect that it doesn't matter. So as you can see here, he is going to do some plays. He tried to link off my card. I tried to protect it. Then he used his trap, which is like, okay, that does nothing anyway. He can't use his Lovely in hand, which is a problem. So he just scoops because next turn he just gets battered to death by big monsters. Going into game 2, so yeah, he opens Judgment, which is a little bit sad, but he doesn't open proper combo. So because he doesn't open proper combo, it's like it gives me a chance to get into the game. So here it's really just baiting out interactions until I can resolve Turbulence and like trying to get 2 cards on the board. So I'm going to go for the Hydrant first, I'm hoping he pops it. And this is a mistake I think a lot of people make when you're playing against Rescue Ace. Most of the time you want to bounce cards into their hand or bounce them into the deck. You don't want to be popping cards willy-nilly because when they have Turbulence, it's a Dragon Roar. You put 2 cards on grave and now I get 4 cards for free, which is absolutely problematic, and that's exactly what happens here. So it's going to be a Turbulence, set 4 cards, which is going to be absolutely lovely. I'm going to try and attack into his card, get it, which is lovely. Now, he is in an okay position because he does have like a lot of value in terms of his card being able to reset his trap, having the Big Welcome already present, having the Arius now. So, I mean, he's got a lot of value here, but let's see what goes on. So, Extinguish, I get rid of his card. We had a little bit of a dispute in the chain link, so we're working out like what card should be on the board and all that. But I'm going to search for Field Spell here, and I'm feeling very confident. Once you get Field Spell in the Labyrinth matchup, and this is why you guys haven't seen me lose any Labyrinth matchups recently. Once you get Field Spell, and if you have Reinforce, it's just so hard for this deck to beat you. Like, they might take a game off you occasionally if they're really lucky, but they'll never take a match off you. You just have too much. So I'm going to book him in the first one. Then he attacks into another card, attacks into another card. So he is looking pretty nice because he's going to get some big removal here, which does do a lot for him. Do I have access to Reinforce? I might do. No, I don't have access to Reinforce as well, which is a little bit worrying. So I don't know if I get back from this, because not having access to Reinforce means that he pops my Field Spell and then I just can't do anything about it. I can't put it back. So yeah, I'm going to use Emergency to reset Contain to try and check his Abomination if he uses it. He goes for Escape, pops my 2 cards, and then his Yama is going to bring back his Lady card. Now I'm going to contain her so you can't pop another card for free. Then I'm going to say, okay, maybe my kind of option here is to use SP Little Knight, but then by bouncing Preventer, it really hurts, and this is where Nightmares would be really good. If I had Nightmares, then maybe I would have a chance, because Nightmare, discard Preventer, destroy a card and bring back Turbulence. Unfortunately, I don't have it, so from here it's pretty much game. He gets into the game, he gets Field Spell and Labyrinth, so I'd probably just scoop. Yeah, makes sense. Then going into game 3, it's looking quite good for me. Going into game 3 is always good for Rescue Ace. Now he does open Shifter, which is good, but I open Airlifter and he opens no hand traps, which means that Shifter doesn't really do anything. Like, Shifter only hurts Rescue Ace if they don't see Airlifter, basically. If they do see Airlifter, Shifter makes no difference, because they just search Emergency. If they see Airlifter or Emergency, they just search Emergency and they play anyway, and they set 4 anyway, and they just play a more conservative game. So as you can see here now, he shifted me, but it actually hurts him a bit because now he's lost a big welcome and he can't really commit too many resources to the board, because if he does, he gets punished. And I'm going to do the same thing as before, generate a lot of free advantage just by searching Field Spell and all of that. And again, under Shifter, he can't afford to like go into Muckracker and try and do any plays there. So yeah, he's going to discard his cards, set. That's all very nice, all very good. I'm going to search for Airlifter. I've got Field Spell already, so now it's really just about baiting his back row before I fully commit all my cards to the board. So I'm going to threaten SP Little Knight by going into this. He's going to bring a bunch of cards out. I don't know if he pops my Link Kariba or not. Let's see. He doesn't, because he doesn't remove the card. But yeah, so I got SP Little Knight, banish Big Welcome, because that's what I'm scared of. I'm going to take his Lovely, and then this is, again, another thing that makes the Labyrinth matchup so free. His Lovely Labyrinth obviously stops him activating monster effects. So whenever you get the chance, you reborn it or you take it, and then now you just get to use your Rescue spells to destroy his cards, and they can't do anything about it, which really just destroys the matchup. But another Labyrinth game, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you all soon. Peace.